ball. It stays 0-2. Righty delivers. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And the righty deals. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and the first hit of the World Series is a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Sizes this one up. He's got it. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Max Muncy swings through it for strike 1. Runners out first and third, 2 away here in game 1. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot.
Bottom of the first. Trey Turner at the plate. The pitch. And a foul ball. Turner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's outside, and the count is 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Turner gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runner takes off, swing and a miss, and safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bat.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Just missed it. Runner tags at second. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
This one popped up and a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. The punch out there, and there's 2 down.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really.
Two outs with a man at third. Johan Rojas now at the plate. And a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 1 of the World Series. Strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Righty to the plate. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, second inning set to go. Here's Kike Hernandez. And that's down and away. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Strike 1.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Wilson makes the grab. One down. Tommy Edman at the plate. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
1 down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one is upstairs.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
On a strike, the pitch. That to right. Rojas makes the catch, inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the second. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. The wind of the pitch. That one the other way. Lux. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1. And now it is JT Realmuto. Right through there for a strike. No score here in the second. And ball 1. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, out to short. Zips it across. And that quickly 2 away. This is Bryson Stott. And there's a ball.
Count 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hernandez brings it in for the 3rd out. Top half of the 3rd inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Just missed. There's the strike. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Kicks and deals. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
A triple into the opposite field gap. That gets me going right there. Just a perfect swing, man. Like he was still taking BP or something. And then instantly transitions into a base runner. Great hustle to get all the way around to third. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
0-2 now. Ground ball to Bourne. To the plate, and he's out.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Outside low, and that is ball one.
You know, Boog, Mookie Betts may have not been named MVP.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And brings it in at the wall. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Foul ball there. 2 outs. That's down and in. Top of the third, no score.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 1-2. And another ball. Towards first, and it goes just foul. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Rip towards third. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Weston Wilson. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Tied him up inside with that one.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
He goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Here's Trey Turner. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Turner off of first with 2 away.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Turner runs. Go to second. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bouncer to second. Lux gets it to first. Schwarber out of the play. Inning over. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that's a strike.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
0-2 now. Upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 out. And now it's Max Muncy. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there. That's strike 1. Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And that one wrapped foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers back here in Philadelphia, ready to go, bottom 4. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Wouldn't chase that time. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And here is Johan Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball down the line. Playable Betts makes the grab, and there's one away. And there's one down. And now it's Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. The relay, the tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. JT Realmuto. Steps in. He's 0 for 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Two outs. Next offering is outside. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Phillies strand 1, still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Tommy Edman. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap. Out of the park, that makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And he deals. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. The throw into second. Not in time. It's a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout. Lux can't hold up, and that's a strike. That's a little bit low.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 away.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time since now they're 2 outs.
In plenty of time to first. Taylor out of the play. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. That one fouled off.
Well, these Phillies finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
1-0.
Kicks and fires. This one in the air center field. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Wilson jumps out of the way of ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Marsh now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Way inside. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Phillies good. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Mookie now. Fought off foul. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
That's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last moment it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
That's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. The pitch. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Bounce to the right side. Stott over to first in time. And Hernandez is out. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Muncy hits one in the air. Wilson hauls it in to end the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shohei Ohtani.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And it's 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Brusdar Graterol looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Hudson also throwing. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging for the K. Had him way out front of the slur. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber grounded out his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One down, Phillies down a run. Ball one there. Up and in, and a count 2-1. At the belt and fires. Off the mark there. Now 3-1. The Dodgers leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's too high, ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the
runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And stepping in is the speedy Johan Rojas. That misses. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The pitch. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Sosa stands at second with two gone.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And the right-hander deals. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for Philadelphia. Back here in out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Outside low, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One up, one down.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just gone.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and it bangs off the top of the wall. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together for him. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to it.
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with one away and runners at first and second. And that one fouled off.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4. No! Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Chris Taylor. That one missed.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
In the air, center field. Marsh running hard. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that's the third out. Dodgers strand a couple. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brusdar Graterol.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Real Muto in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the late stages of game one. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a pitch. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. And we're back. Now here is Mookie Betts. And that one hit 97 on the glove. And Mookie takes. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Good eye right there. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And here it comes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand batter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Not even close there. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got it. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the...
Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is that. Alex Vesia on a pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Blake Trinan, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. Ponda warming up as well. Into the outfield, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
No outs, runner at first. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Up and in, 1-0.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That's down and in, a slider missed. And now the lefty. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
With the tying run at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. Now one away. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner now 1 for 2. Late on that fastball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And fouled off. So the tying run at second. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 2 down. And here is Sosa to the plate. Fought off foul. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. The pitch. Inside corner, that's a strike. And the count is 0-2.
One ball.
In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. That's the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here comes Max Muncy. That one's upstairs, ball one. And it's 1-0. And a foul ball. And a pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On a line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage.
Matt Strom gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And now Kike Hernandez. And a foul ball. Man at second.
That's outside.
That's to third. There to beat him by an eyelash. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch, and he just misses.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
Next pitch is outside. Ball 2. And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. On the ground, Turner. On to first. And they get Edman for the out. The batter now will be Will Smith. First offering, and it just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Got him swinging. So the Dodgers, we're back, and on the mound is the closer, Blake Trinan.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Schwarber in the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Hernandez on the move, heading back. Pulls it in on the warning track. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's even up. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
The other way, and there's a hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs.
Boom. Up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. He'll squeeze it for the final. Claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.